back. You know my next guest from the films 54 and Cruel Intentions. Now he can be seen in the critically acclaimed film Gosford Park. Please welcome Ryan Phillippe. I love that Halle Berry has set the new trend.
It was so romantic a gesture. I just had to kind of keep it going.
Yeah, keep it going at any cost.
Why not? This is
very
for
nice.
Reese, by the way. So.
That's what?
For my wife, Reese.
That's very nice. Yeah.
I can't do it for Eric. That's not cool.
No. You got to do it for your own wife.
Right.
That's super important. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
I'm doing really good. I was a little concerned because I'm flipping through this magazine today.
Yeah.
And I see this picture of you. You did something to your hair, and it wasn't for a film. At first, I thought, okay, Ryan Phillippe did this. He was playing a biker, or he was playing a punk or something. You got a mohawk, and you just decided to do it. You did it because you wanted to. I think we have a... Show this picture. I think we have this loaded up. You just did this because you wanted to look like Travis Bickle from Taxi Driver.
Basically, and with the suit, I kind of look like a security guard or something, like in the military.
It's a definite... I tried it once a few years ago. It did not work for me. I think we have the photo of that. And it just was... It wasn't something that Mine?
I don't know. It looks hot.
I got the lift, anyway.
Yeah.
I use it as a weapon.
I think it's hot.
Now, you know, speaking of menacing, you actually have a black belt in which martial arts? Taekwondo? In
Taekwondo. Yeah, I trained for 8 years and competed in all those sorts of things from the time I was 8 until I was 16 in Taekwondo. Yeah.
Now, is this... They always say that when you learn a martial art, you're never supposed to use it. There's always a wise man saying, you must never use this. Have you ever opened up on somebody and just said, it's go time, Chaco? And why would you even say it's go time, Chaco? That's a whole other...
I wouldn't.
Yeah, you wouldn't. No one would.
I used it, you know, once when I was a kid, I lived near a bad neighborhood and I got jumped by a bunch of guys and I dealt with that, but the most recent time...
I dealt with that.
Well, actually,
I like that.
Involved me kind of swinging my skateboard and then running, but most recently...
That's not a martial art. First rule, always bring skateboard.
But a couple years ago, I just had the best night. I got to meet De Niro for the first time. I went to Thanksgiving at a director's house, and I got to sit there and have Thanksgiving dinner with De Niro.
You had Thanksgiving dinner with Robert De Niro?
I did.
What is that like?
It's intense.
Like him just saying, I would think, pass the cranberry would have like a whole new meaning. He's there.
Right. But so I was on a high, you know, I'm a kid from Delaware. I was so excited about this. On the way home, I thought it might be nice to stop and pick up a beer and go home and reminisce about the evening. So on the way pulling in, I see these guys eyeing me. One guy in particular went into the store, bought something, came back out, and the guy starts coming up to me. And, you know, it looks like he's going to attack me, and that's what he tried to do. So he grabbed my arm. And I only had to do one thing. I kicked him in the head. I kicked him in the back of the head.
How do you kick someone in the back of... My leg doesn't wrap around... How did you do that?
It's from years of, like, kind of training.
I mean, that's a really high kick. What's that called?
Well, like a roundhouse. I used like a round kick, essentially.
Can I just see what a roundhouse looks like? Is that all right? I just want to see... Okay. You don't have to, but I just think...
I will.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Now,
okay,
I mean, how...
All right, so the guy punches and starts punching this way.
Where's the guy?
He's like here, reaching for me. I'm about to get into my truck,
Do you want me to be the guy?
Yeah,
or you...
if you can.
Okay.
So just take like a slow swing towards my chest.
Wait, I'm getting into my guy first. All right, I got my guy now. All right. And what do I do? I come at you?
Just kind of like punch me with this hand, like, and I'll show you what I
don't even know how to punch, but anyway, okay, I come in like
so
that.
I step like this,
right?
And then...
Oh, man, so you can get up that high, and you just got him right back here?
Yeah, so it was like...
Oh, man, okay. That's...
Thank you.
You can't do this, though.
That's scary stuff, definitely.
That's called having a sound effects guy, dude. I understand. Now, let's talk about this movie, Gosford Park. Right. You shot this in... It takes place in the English countryside.
Yes. Yeah,
Where did you shoot it? Actually in the English countryside?
Yeah, about 25 minutes outside of London at a stately home that was built, you know, the movie takes place in the 1930s, and this place we were shooting in was built in like 1850 or so.
And you were shooting, You're shooting a lot of scenes with Bob Balaban, who's a really funny guy.
Yeah, great guy. We're the only two Americans in this movie. This is a cast of like 20 actors. Most are English or Scottish or those sorts of things. And Bob and I are the only two Americans, so.
Did you have fun working with him? Was it like...
I did, yeah. We were kind of, we masked together because we felt sort of like the outsiders and that sort of thing. But one particular day we were shooting this scene where, when they go out into the countryside and have shooting parties where they shoot pheasant, right?
Right.
This is a piece in the movie. And we're doing this scene where we're watching other people shooting pheasant, and Altman thinks it's funny, Robert Altman, who's the director of the movie, thought it would be a funny idea if the pheasants were falling on us, because Bob Balaban's character is a vegetarian movie producer from LA.
And he doesn't approve of the shooting.
Doesn't approve of this. So we start shooting this scene, 4 or 5 takes, and we're getting pelted with dead pheasant, like real dead pheasant.
So there's guys, like union guys there, just throwing dead birds at you.
Yeah, yeah. So much so to the point where it was right before lunch, and it's like, 9 takes into it, where we turned around and like, there's a 50-person crew, 25 of them had pheasant, and they all at once got through these insane.
That's where you've got to be thinking, I have this really strange job.
Bizarre.
Like, I'm getting paid to have dead birds thrown at me. Not something you'd think in college. Gosford Park is now playing in select cities, and thanks so much for coming by. Yeah, it's really good to have you here.
Thank you.
Take care. Ryan Phillippe, everyone. We'll take a break. From the Farmer's Almanac, Judd Hale. Stick around.
Hey, check out the premiere of Last Call tonight with my guest, Alicia Keys.
I think this is kind of hot.
You give me